San Marcos, Texas is a city of 38,000 college students. And right now, families just like yours are buying homes and they're absolutely loving it. But here's the thing you need to understand before you make the move to San Marcos. Where you land in the city determines everything. Buy in the right part of town and it feels like a college city. If you buy in the right side of town, it can feel like the best decision you've ever made. Quiet, hill country, but still close to everything you need. So here's what we're going to cover. The dual identity of San Marcos and why that matters more than anything else. The best family neighborhoods that my clients move to, the school situation, which is something a lot of buyers just don't know about, and it's really important. The cost of living between San Marcos and what you can really buy in San Marcos. For a $500,000 home in San Marcos is roughly 400 to 600 square feet more than what you'll get in Kyle, New Braunfels, or another suburb. The best family neighborhoods that my clients move to, the school situation, which is something a lot of buyers just don't know about, and it's very important. The cost of living compared to Kyle and New Braunfels, and I'll tell you right now, that same $500,000 home is buying you roughly 400 to 600 square feet in San Marcos than it will in Kyle. And then stick around to the end because we're gonna go over the real commute to Austin and what families love about living here versus what they really struggle with. This is what makes or breaks the city for many of my clients. All right, let's get into it. So the dual identity. So let's start with what makes San Marcos different from just about every other suburb you're probably considering right now. Texas State University sits right in the middle of this city. 38,000 students, and that is not a small campus, and they're continuing to grow it. It's like its own little mini city. And for a long time, that's why a lot of people went to San Marcos. The student apartments, game day traffic, college bars on the square. But here's what's changed, and it's changed fast. The west side of San Marcos, the southwest corridor, that's where a completely different city is being built right now. Master plan communities, new construction, families putting roots down, and I'm telling you, when you drive through those neighborhoods, it doesn't even feel like anything you saw on I-35 or downtown San Marcos. Now here's the most important thing I can tell you before we go any further. Your experience in San Marcos is going to be determined by which side of the city you're on. East side, close to the campus, close to downtown, near the university, you're going to feel like you're in a college town every single day. And that might not bother you. Some people actually like it. But if you want anything that feels more like Kyle or Buda or those family neighborhoods, quieter streets, new construction, your kids can ride on bikes throughout the community, then that is going to be the west side and the southwest corridor. So let's talk about the best family neighborhoods, because this is where your money is actually going to go. The community I get asked about the most in San Marcos, and for good reason, is a neighborhood called Trace. It's a master plan community on the southwest side, and it's become one of the stronger options for families in this whole corridor. You've got pools, parks, walking trails, the full setup. It's got a great price point compared to Kyle or Buda. The second one is Blanco Vista, is another one worth looking at. It's more of an established neighborhood. They don't have any more new construction. It's close to the San Marcos River, and it's got mature trees. It's one of those neighborhoods where you get to know your neighbors, and there's kids out in the evenings. I've got multiple clients that actually live in this neighborhood and absolutely love it. They have their own elementary. I've got clients that have kids, that don't have kids, that are retired, and they all love this community. And for a newer development that is super exciting, and probably one of the other ones I get asked for the most, is Cima. It's a great choice if you want hill country feel neighborhood. Amazing hill country, pool, trails, parks, bigger lots, and it's still being built out. So if you plan on living in this neighborhood, I would definitely look to live in this neighborhood for at least 4 to 5 years. You don't want to move to a neighborhood that's being completely built out still and has 10 years to be built, and then you need to sell in 4 to 5 years. So that's something to really consider. Now, a quick story. I had a client that moved to San Marcos. They're just there temporarily. They're relocating from a different state. They actually work at Texas State, and they rented a place down there short term, and they're like close to the downtown action, and they're just like, oh my God, we got to get out of here. It's way too like college and students and traffic, and it's just something they don't like. So they work in the downtown area, but they're actually looking to move to like Buda or Kyle because they just don't like the feel of the college town. Now, again, there are neighborhoods on the west side that doesn't even feel like you're in that robust downtown day-to-day college life. So the east and the west, and if you're 15-20 minutes outside of the downtown area, you're not even gonna feel like you're in San Marcos. I have tons of clients that love San Marcos. Maybe their daughter or son go to the San Marcos school, and so they want to be close by. I've had families that have wanted to move closer to their kids. And San Marcos is a really great option. You just need to know where to live. Now let's talk schools, because this is something that a lot of people just don't know about San Marcos. And it's really important. So San Marcos, the city of San Marcos, has its own school district, San Marcos CISD. And for years, the schools just defaulted to San Marcos. But as it continues to grow, your kids could go to San Marcos CISD, or there are some neighborhoods in the San Marcos area that are actually zoned for Hayes CISD, which is the same school that feeds into Buda and Kyle. And it's one of the fastest growing school districts in Texas. But before you invest into your home, you need to understand what school district goes to that particular neighborhood, if that's something that's important to you. So bottom line, San Marcos gives you options, whether that's Hayes CISD or San Marcos CISD. Hey, real quick, if you guys don't know me, my name is Steph Bartone. I help families just like you make a move to the Austin, Texas suburbs. If you have any questions about San Marcos, or you want to start talking through what a move might look like for you and your family, give me a call, shoot me a text. My number is on the screen. All right, let's get back into it. All right, let's talk about the cost of living. San Marcos has historically come in with lower median home prices, mainly between Kyle and New Braunfels. Now that gap keeps closing as the city continues to grow, the demand continues to pick up, and so it is still really affordable, and you can usually get more square footage, a bigger lot size, and the features that you're looking for in San Marcos than you can in the surrounding suburbs. Think about it like this. Kyle is a proven, well-known suburb, and buyers pay to live close proximity to Austin, that Kyle and Buda. New Braunfels is beautiful, it's growing fast, it's still affordable, and it's right smack in between that Austin and San Antonio corridor. San Marcos sits just between those two markets. It has a really good price point, especially if you're coming from one of those expensive markets on the east or west coast and you're trying to stretch your dollar for a bigger house. That's what most of my clients move to this area for. But let's be real, the property taxes here is something that shocks everyone. We don't have state income tax, but property taxes are real. Hayes County has a tax rate you need to factor into your monthly budget. Most of these new communities are anywhere from 2.5% to 3%. Some of the older communities can be in that 1.6% to 2%. And then some of them have a mud or a PID on top of that. So one more thing on cost of living, if you're a remote worker, San Marcos can be a great option because you keep your income if you like lived in the Austin area, but your cost of living is a lot less than living in the Austin, Texas area. All right, let's talk about the San Marcos River lifestyle. This is the part that people fall in love for San Marcos. I mean, they genuinely fall in love with it. The San Marcos River is a spring-fed, and it runs about 68 to 72 degrees year-round. In the middle of Texas summer, when it's 103 degrees and you want to cool off, the river is where you want to be. Families go out, they go tubing, they go kayaking, paddleboarding, and some just go hang out in the river. This past weekend, I actually went down to the San Marcos River and just hung out with my nieces and nephews. They are 3, 5, and 11, and we had a blast. We didn't have to worry about them with the current of the river being too strong. It was just a place where we could chill in the river. It's called Suns at River Ranch. It's a really cool place. You can rent a cabana. You can be right there on the river and just bring some food to barbecue, throw it on the grill, put your chair in the water, and you just chill. The water was amazing. Another park is River Vista Park. It's like the main hub for tubing, kayaking. You can rent gear, you can park, you can get in the water without a bunch of hassle. It's a city park and it's a great river spot. All right, here's a bonus that not a lot of people think about when they're looking at San Marcos. You're about 30 to 35 minutes from Wimberley. If you've never been to Wimberley, it's one of the most beautiful small towns in the Texas Hill Country. And it becomes like just one of those weekends that you just want to go down there on the Saturday and grab some lunch and do some local shopping. San Marcos has some beautiful hill country. You're close to like other hill country cities, and it's just one of those things people don't realize when they move to San Marcos. All right, so let's talk about food. I'm gonna give you my honest take. San Marcos is about a 6 or 7 out of 10, and it's starting to trend up. It's not Austin. You don't have the Domain. You don't have South Congress. You don't have like, you know, a bunch of different restaurants, but they have some really good local spots. The food scene is growing as the city continues to grow, and it has tons of events and concerts and art programs from Texas State, and it's really great for families, not just for students. And then you have the premium outlet malls, tons of mixed shopping, high-end stores, your normal stores. So you're near to water, you're near to shopping, you're near to all the restaurants. The city really delivers everything that you absolutely need in any suburb city. It's got an H-E-B and it's got a Buc-ee's coming soon. We'll talk more about that later. All right, so let's talk about the commute. San Marcos sits right on the I-35 corridor, right almost in between Austin and San Antonio. It's about 30 minutes to Austin and about 45 minutes to San Antonio. That's if there's no traffic. It's really in that sweet spot if you want to be in between two big metro cities. Now, I-35, as most people know, is one of the most congested stretches of highway in all of the US. And it's especially congested in between these suburb cities because they are continuing to build the infrastructure and the roads, but there's road closures, there's people trying to get into Austin. If you have one of those Monday through Friday jobs and you're having to commute into Austin, like downtown Austin, you're probably looking at 45 minutes. Now, if you're commuting from Austin into San Marcos, it's about 30 to 35 minutes. Usually the traffic is going in the morning and going out in the afternoon. So if you're in San Marcos, you're probably looking at 45 minutes. I looked at it this morning, 45-minute commute from San Marcos, like close to Texas State, into the downtown Austin area. And then it's gonna be the same exact if you're looking to turn around 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So I-35 is a real thing. Some people don't care, but other people just don't want to make that commute. Those clients I was talking about earlier, they were looking in Buda and they had to commute into San Marcos, and they just did not want to make that commute. It was like 40 minutes, depending on what part of Buda you're in and what part of Kiowa you're in, how far you're off 35. So this is something to really take into consideration. Google Map where you're gonna work, and then we can go off of that and start backtracking and seeing what are the best communities that are gonna fit your lifestyle and your commute. This is super important. All right, so what do families love and what do they struggle with right now when we're talking about San Marcos? Here's the part I told you to stay for. Let me give you the real talk. What families who've actually made the move to San Marcos say once they've settled in. Now here's what they love. They love the river. They love families who move to San Marcos talk about the river like they found something that is just like it fits their lifestyle. And it's a weekend thing. You can spend time with your family. Like my family lives down in New Braunfels and they spend so much time at the river in Schlitterbahn all the time because that's just what the lifestyle is down there. You get more value, you get more square footage, you get a bigger yard, maybe you get that 4th bedroom, maybe you get that pool you've always wanted, and it's way cheaper than you'll ever find in Austin. Now the location, again, is right in between Austin and San Antonio, so that's pretty cool if you have family maybe in between both cities. It's not too far from the airport, you have hospitals, you have the large outlet, there's concerts, there's sports down there, and you're just in between really 2 great metros. The community feel in certain neighborhoods, like the western side, newer, still building out, you're moving in alongside other families who also are maybe in that same chapter as you are. You want to be able to know your neighbors, meet your neighbors, and just have that tight fit community feel. That's mainly on the west side. There are some neighborhoods as well on the east side, just not too close to downtown. So if you're one of those people that have kids, or you are maybe taking care of your grandparents and you don't want that crazy congested college lifestyle, let's talk about it. Let's get you into the right neighborhood, which mainly is probably going to be on that western side. If you love the college downtown, you can go on the east side. There's plenty of different subdivisions to live over there that you're still not quite into downtown, but you're close enough if that's like your daily, I want to go try the restaurant down there, I want to see what the square's like, and bar hop downtown. Like, maybe you want to live on the east side. A lot of my clients that live on the west side, they still go spend time downtown. There's some cool restaurants. It's not always college hustle and bustle. So it just really depends on, the time of year and exactly where you live. All right, so back to the question I opened up with, is San Marcos a family city or a college city? It's actually both. And which side you live on is completely different than the east to the west, just like we talked about. So guys, my name is Steph Bartone. I help families make a move to the Austin, Texas suburbs, whether that's San Marcos, Buda, Kyle, anywhere in the Hill Country corridor. Whether you're looking to move 2 weeks or 2 years, reach out, give me a call, shoot me a text. My number is on the screen, and I'd love to help you figure out exactly what area in this market works best for you. And if you're not quite ready to talk, grab my free relocation guide. It's pinned in the comments below, and it's linked right here on the QR code on the screen. It walks you through everything you need to know about the different suburbs before you make any decisions. If you're deciding between Kyle, Buda, and San Marcos, watch this video right here, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace out.